So I'm here with my prized client, student, friend, best friend, and we're discussing the voice. And one of the things I want to know is, what would you say has been your greatest challenge as a singer?
I personally, you know me how much I am in like the male vocalists.
Sure.
As a girl.
Sure.
I always try to discover a way how I could, especially in rock and metal. I mean, there are screamers, there are people that do growl, and then there's hard rock singers, metal singers. I personally always, that was 10 years ago, before I even met you, wanted to learn how to sing and how to sustain that power throughout your whole range. Because my voice, when I was not using my whole body and I was just using throat and just like kind of choking the sound to have a distortion, I so wanted to have a distortion, always. It would go so thin at the top. Mm-hmm. Anytime I would hit these high notes, it was just very unpleasant. And also keeping my voice so I wouldn't lose it after those gigs. That was the main reason why I contacted you.
Okay, so then what has changed then? So from thin to what? Like what has changed in your voice since then? Like, and why? Like,
I used to have, I would say that I used to have a chest voice, right? That would have certain range. Mm-hmm. So we start somewhere here, lower, then suddenly jump, nothing. I would have no mixed voice whatsoever, mm-hmm. and then boom, just head voice.
Right.
So I would fit into certain genres, but anytime I would want to do musical, for example, I wouldn't have enough mix to sustain certain notes. My voice would crack so much. So basically I had this, nothing, and then head voice, mm-hmm. and nothing in between.
That actually happens to most male singers too, because they have a chest voice sound, a false reinforced falsetto, and they have no upper mixed mid voice. Yes. So they have no range. But so what would you say technique-wise mm-hmm. has changed that's giving you the ability to get through that?
Yeah, you taught me the vowels.
Okay.
You taught me how to shape the muscles in my throat.
Right.
In a way, when this chest voice, suddenly you created this bridge. Mm-hmm. When suddenly I started to kind of bridge my chest voice into my head voice, mm-hmm. which created what?
One long, powerful note.
One long range when
right.
I can go from, and that's pretty much the way it demonstrated was basically your viral video back in
right.
2008.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like that, like that's the bridge.
Right.
When suddenly you don't have stop. Like where do you stop?
Right.
There's no ceiling.
Have
really.
you noticed too that when you're in voice, it's not always like this because you have to be in voice to do this, that sometimes you got so good at it that you kind of don't even know if you're belting in your head voice or chest voice register up top, because it's mixed so well, it's placed so well, it's supported so well that you kind of don't even, am I in my chest voice? Am I pulling chest up to an E5 or and so forth? You know what I mean? It's an interesting.
Yes, that is a completely different, that's how much my voice shaped. Mm-hmm. It was just kind of like, I would get offers, singing jobs, and there were things that I couldn't really do back then, because I'm like, well, it doesn't fit necessarily. Look, it fits my gap right here. I cannot do it.
Right.
So with you, suddenly the doors that open to all kinds of genres of music, all kinds of music that I could sing. It was incredible, really life-changing, absolutely life-changing, because I don't even know what is my range at this point. I
don't either. You have two
really
voices.
Don't.
She's a guy and a girl in a girl's body. All right, well that was awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question, but you are.
In a good way.
In a good way. All right.